evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District. You're watching Race Day. With me on the pregame show tonight, Greg Gangle. I'm Sugar Doyle, your track announcer here in London. HPI, play of the day right off the bat. Tell us about it, Greg Gangle. Race 8.
Short field. It is our signature race here this evening. $11,500, the preferred two. We're going to land on Jake Lowen, 5-1, and you know what? Looking at his past performance lines, he generally puts up a price.
He does. Mostly double-digit odds through his program lines. This one, National Debt, didn't get away at all last time out from the rail. Jake Lowen should be up close there. Yeah,
National Debt, new driver tonight, or I should say, gets Louis Waugh back in the bike. He drove him 2 starts ago to finish second behind Rebel Voyager, but he gets the rail back-to-back starts. I'm not sure if that's the best spot for him.
Right on. Jake Lowen for me and you. Our HPI play of the day brought to you by HPI Bet and Western Fair District. The early pick 3 play, it's a go-to wager. I think there's some key plays here. Both of us do like the 5, Adele Seelster. Bob McClure back with us tonight for trainer Greg McNair, a first-time starter here.
$22,000 yearling purchase. She's paid up into a few things this season, and she's going to make her career debut here this evening.
Right on. Top-class pacing mares, race 2. I kind of like that all butted in there. The 5 and 6 kind of do stick out a little bit, but if there's a price to be had in this early pick 3, it will likely come in race number 2. Third race, keyed in on the 5, Diamonds Dance. We'll look to go all the way. Waugh stays on.
Yeah, 8 to 5 morning line. We'll take out the 2-horse Scratch. They're going to leave from post 4. Obviously going to help her chances.
Right on. The early pick 4 starts in that third race. Stay on the key. Number 5, Diamonds Dance to kick things off. We're going to go 4 deep in race number 4. Over into the 5th race. It's a 1, 3, and 7. Number 3, Together We Run, was really good last time out with an improved post there. Never worse than 3rd in 4 career outings.
Yeah, and gets the post. That's the key ingredient, and the Kyle Boston's barn has been doing good things.
All right, 4 deep in the final leg to complete it, race 6. Race 7, it's the Warwheat Needy feature race to begin a late pick 4. I'm looking at the 3, Sierra's Rose. You're thinking 2, Miss Brandy Kane, morning line favorite in there.
Yeah, I just like the gate speed. I think she's going to be up close, and I think that's what you want to see.
All right, I like the all button race number 8. It's the boys. Of course, we keyed in on Jake Lowen as a play of the day with that value at 5-1, but any one of the 6 really can get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you're dealing with horses at this level, any horse can pop up at the right time.
Right on. It's 3 deep for me in the night. 10th race looking to complete with a 3, 4, 5, and 8. That's how I see the late pick 4 shaking down. We're going to take a short break right now, but you know what? It's Survivor Tuesday. Myself, you, we're going to take our best shots, best shots for Survivor Tuesday picks. So stick around for that, and we'll catch up with Bob McClure's 2,000th career driving victory. It happened last week at Woodbine.
HPIBet.com. Access, rewards, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the pregame show. You're watching Race Day. Greg Gangle, myself, Sugar Doyle, with you as we set up this evening's action wagering menu for tonight. Got that low 15% take on some decent wagers here. The pick 3, the pick 4s, the high 5s. Go-to wagers. They are that pick 3 play right up front, race number 1. Guaranteed pool at $2,500, but you know what? They've been over $5,000 throughout 2018.
Yeah, it just seems to be a benchmark, but when you see that 15% takeout, obviously that certainly favors horse players.
Right on, low 15% on the pick 3, pick 4, and super high 5 plays. As promised, we're going to go back to Woodbine for a replay on Thursday evening. Bob McClure in search of his 2,000th career driving victory. We're going to turn it up here. Ken Middleton with the call.
As they drive towards the next turn. So it's Vines to Heaven up front by 2, closing up the gap in second, Princess Jules, then Sweet Anna Hanover third, fourth inside to Color Envy, gap of 2 to Tabin McCrae as she's back in 5th and put to a Waples Drive, 6th inside to Melanie's Phillies, still single file is Sally DeVee, Twinbee Epic and Birch Island Betty. Nobody's moved and they're almost 3/4 bound. On top here, Vines to Heaven Leading it just over a length, right there, second Princess Jules, 3/4 in 1:25 and 4. That was a 29 and 1/3 panel. They're off the turn and into the stretch. Here's Princess Jules from the pocket spot, trying to get the Vines to Heaven. Vines to Heaven leads the way. Princess Jules is inching in, and here outside comes Princess Jules, trying to fend off Color Envy, who's got one late rush coming late on the outside. Princess Jules still there. Color Envy on the outside, trying to get to her. Princess Jules digs in at the rail. Late push from Color Envy. Princess Jules to hold on and win it. She won it by half a head, and in doing so gives McClure his 2000th 156.
There it is, 2,000 career driving wins for Bob McClure. Many of those victories right here in London. And he will get the presentation in the winner's circle here, and some familiar faces that you would know right off the bat here, Gangle.
Yeah, there's Megan Walker on behalf of Woodbine holding the sign, along with Mr. Bill McClinchy presenting Bob with career win number 2,000. And as you just mentioned, we also have a sign that's been on standby.
Right on.
We're waiting for Bob to reach this milestone, so we will present it to him with his first win since career win number 2,000 here at the Raceway. So when Bob wins, perhaps tonight, he'll be greeted with another sign.
I really like his chances right off the bat in race number 1. Myself and you, Greg, we've done our best to select what we think could be your best option for a Survivor Tuesday play tonight.
And we don't really agree much, do we?
There's only 3 horses the whole night that we could come to an agreement on. Right off the bat, race number 1, we do agree on this first-time start of the 5, Adele Seelster. Bob McClure, possibly his first win.
Yeah.
Right here.
And a lot of times when you're dealing with young horses, generally you're handicapping connections more so than the horse. But this was a $20,000 yearling purchase conditioned by Greg McNair. Bob is obviously going to do the driving, but you see that 27 and 4 final quarter in that lone qualifier. She went 59, but that tells me McNair says, you know what, I think she's ready to go. We're going to bring her here to London. She'll be City of London eligible, so maybe he wants to get her started here. Likely
bet pretty heavy too in the opener.
Yeah, I would think so. And even Chappie Hour from Post 2, Mother was good. Chappie's Girl took a mark of 53 and change, about 140,000 made. If Adele Seelster goes down, I think the 2 Chappie Hour might be able to one that could upset.
Right on. Over into race number 2, because there are some key plays in the opening leg and the final leg, you got to try for some value somewhere. Went the all button for leg 2 of a pick 3, but for me, the best option for a Survivor Tuesday play is the 6 Bourbon Seelster. She missed a bit of time, and a strong second-place finisher there at Woodbine on Friday night. She comes right back in here.
Yeah, and she was aggressively handled by Safdie just a few days ago, and she raced very, very well at Woodbine. I am going to pick against her. I'm going to go with Tillicum. I think they're in the same race, if I'm not mistaken, back on March the 16th. But, you know, this mare has been rock solid here at the Raceway, was a winner just a few starts ago, so I'm just going to try her. I know that a lot of money is going to be on Bourbon Seelster, but I'm going to hope for that mini upset with Tillicum.
Tillicum absolutely loves it here. All 3 victories have come in London at the preferred level here, and again, she gets around this half miler really, really good. Over into race number 3, the second of 3 that we do agree upon, the 5 Diamonds Dance.
Yeah, I just think that she's going to get all kinds of respect here on the front end. I expect Louis Watt to put her on the front. Again, coming from the Moreau barn, you're playing the connections as well, but you see that 2-race win streak, you see the gate speed, the scratch of the 2 obviously helps. I just think it's her race to lose.
Yeah, I think she's going downtown. Once again, Diamonds Dance on for Moreau. Over in race number 4, I'm going to go to the 5, Sheldon, the Psychic, on the class drop. Wass stays on there. Just used a little too much through that 3rd quarter last time out. Sputtered in the late going, but you've got maybe some value here.
Yeah, I'm going to go to a horse that's never won on a half-mile track before, that being Lion's Delight from Post 8. 0 for 39, I believe. Racing primarily at Rito, I should say that, but you know, he's been knocking on the door. So he's been close but no cigar in each of his last, what, 4 or 5 starts. So Post 8 worries me a little bit because Bloomba doesn't seem like has the best gate speed. But with that being said, you know, I'm just looking for a bit of a price.
Well, you mentioned it, knocking on the door. Definitely some improvement there for Putty since going there.
Yeah, absolutely. He's, you know, this horse was racing just fair, and I think that he's getting the best of him, the most out of him over the last month.
Okay, over into race number 5. Number 3, Together We Run, has never finished out of the top 3, so for me, definitely a Survivor Tuesday player.
Yeah, and I'm going to try Bedham Vicky for the Maritime Connections. Richard Moreau, Louis Waugh in the bike. Come first out very early on Gino Toscani, hoping to probably clear, but Gino's not really one to let anybody go. So
he means business.
He means business. He had the hammer down on that occasion. So I think just with a smoother journey, Bet on Vicky could be a major factor. Mind you, post 7 should drive up the price, but again, I just think with the connections, Wah on the bike, maybe just a cleaner type of trip could be the recipe for success.
Right on. And over into race number 6. This is the added distance race, and I went to the 9, Logan's Fury. I think you should expect a price on here. Second time for Mike Dowling. Did hit the top 3 last time out. I'm expecting even more from that one today.
Yeah, I thought he looked a lot better too. Usually he's the type of horse that kind of gets a little lackluster at the 5/8 and just kind of has a hard time finishing off his miles. He went 3 wide there around the last turn, and at one point I thought he was going to be second. So you could be onto something. I'm going to try Conflict Diamond. He's just a bit of a back class type of animal for this class. First start for Mark Winnicott. That's an angle that can't really get overlooked.
Right on, and an early speed threat too. Conflict Diamond races best when on or near the lead.
Yep.
Over to race number 7, it's the War Wheat Needy feature. This one to start, a late pick 4. I selected 3 Sierra's Rose in my program selections. I'm going to stay with Bruce Richardson gets the call. An improved post this time, and class dropping number 3 for me.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't really like about her is the fact that Nick Stewart chose to drive Catherine B, but again, the alliance to Gord McDonnell,
sure,
could be a key ingredient there. Miss Brandy K for me, I love the gate speed. I think that she's probably got the quickest gate speed in the entire field. She'll be up close.
Alrighty, over into race number 8 to start, a late pick 3. It's a great looking race. You've got Don McWhite coming in with 3 straight victories. He does face tougher though. 2, Jake Lowen impressed me last time out with his early speed. He followed along and just missed at 15 to 1.
One thing about Don McWhite, Corey Johnson, a perfect 5 for 5 in 2018 here at the Raceway. But Jake Lowen, I thought he looked great. I know he got a beautiful trip there last week. He had to earn his way into the pocket, leaving out of the 5-hole, but coming up just a little bit shy of Boom Boom Ballykill, who has, what, 800,000 made.
Yeah.
So Jake Lowen, him up close, and generally he provides a price. So did we agreed on him?
That's the third one that we do agree on tonight. The one, National Debt, took lots of action last time out. Didn't impress me with the rail start last time. He was well back at the start there, 7 lengths behind him at the quarter mile. So I don't think the rail is a benefit of any way to the one National
And
Debt.
I think the longest shot in terms of the morning line is Jake Lowen along with Rebel Voyager at 5 to 1. So it just goes to show it is a compact group of 6, but there really isn't much that separates them.
If you're playing the pick 4, maybe the all button.
Yeah, I would
is
encourage
one you'd be looking at. The 9th race, for me, it's the reigning claiming pacer of the year. 3, Remus Blue Chip Robinson holds on to this one. Nick Stewart gets along with him well. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, he's a logical play. He has gate speed. He comes from a good barn, and he's been a horse for this type of class for many weeks. Blue Line, again, I'm playing a new connection here for Colin Johnson based on the private purchase. Louis Waugh gets the trailing spot, but a first and a third in each of his last 2 starts. Maybe the he doesn't really have to improve much to be effective.
Form is pretty good there in the Blue Line. 10th and final race, Survivor Tuesday selections for me. It's going to be the 3, Eat Me Up. This is going to be my biggest value play on the day. She's going to go second time Lasix. It's her second start back off a bit of a rest. She missed a month between starts there before her latest. Those are 2 angles that I'm usually all over. I'm going to go to 3, Eat Me Up here at 6 to 1.
Yeah. I'm going to try Insincerity from the rail. Again, I love the gate speed. I think that she can leave with the car. She gets the rail in a mile and a 16th. However, the rail in a mile and a 16th, drivers say sometimes it favors horses towards the outside. So, but again, she can step off the car with the best of them. I like the fact that Scott Young's back in the bike. I like the fact that she generally has been providing a price. And I think that this is the type of race where it could set up to her benefit. Now, Right Away Shark from Post 4, I talked with trainer Scott McNiven. I asked him about the break and stride in her latest. He says he wasn't really sure what happened.
Yeah, I mean, she shows a break at 3/4. She was beat before that break.
Yep. And then she was distant, so something seemed to be out of kilter for her because she's not the type of mare that does anything of that sort. So I think that she's going to soak up a lot of money, but I'm going to wait on the sidelines this week.
Her A game can win it, should win it, but if she doesn't have her A game,
then
there's other options in there.
Could be in store for a carryover.
Right on. Okay, so that's how we see Survivor Tuesday shaking down here in London. We go back and do some recapping now, some pick 3 and pick 4 playing. Again, there's a couple of keys, I believe. First and third leg of an early pick 3, we're going to key in on the 5. And race number 2, hope for maybe some value to show up in the winner's circle. All button looking pretty good on a field of 6. Great looking field of mares there in the second. Third race does start an early pick 4. Stay with that 5, Diamonds Dance to kick things off. After that, you can go deeper, races 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, absolutely, especially race number 4 and 6. You're going 4 deep, I don't blame you.
Race 7 to kick off the late pick 4. Mac Lily Farm sponsoring the War Wheat Needy feature. Great to have them on board.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just picked up a new stallion line somewhere as well. So
Nice.
the Mac Lily operation is buzzing this time of year.
Right on. All button for us there in race number 8. We do feature our play of the day in number 2, Jake Loam, for the value, and he just missed last time out. He should be spotted well in there. Bruce Richardson goes back on, but it's a great looking top class for the boys, race 8.
How about this? Preferred 2 for the fillies and the colts tonight. Both 6-horse fields, and you're hitting the all button in both of them. I don't blame you. It's great races.
Right on. We got action tonight beginning at 6:15 Eastern. We've got our cameraman standing by with his play on the day. What do you got for us, Trev? Race 7, number 3, Sierra's Rose. He's noticed the class drop. He's noticed the improved post, and big fan of Bruce Richardson, I'm told.
I thought he was a big fan of Alfie. That's what he was last week or the week before.
He's a big fan of our driver's room.
That's right.
Trevor, our cameraman, a fine job there in making selections on a daily basis here. We got another edition of Survivor Tuesday, always free to play, online or on track. We did our best on setting up this evening's action. Pretty tough to come back against Jeff Lilly after last week.
Now we just got to execute.
We got to execute. We agree on 3 horses tonight. That's how tough it may appear to be for this edition of Survivor Tuesday. Closing boards. Everything you need is on our website, westernfairdistrict.com/raceway. Programs, selections, video replays, and more. Check it out. We've got a few races on TVG tonight. We'll call it the TVG Early Pick 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Always great to have their presence on the simulcast.
Right on. So again, at 6:15 Eastern, 10 races and a couple of really nice top-class events. Good luck tonight.